Hey guys, what is up? TML here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Anker power bank. Now this is the one that I use, and in my previous video I did unbox this, so if you've not checked that out, the link will be in the description below. And basically in that video I just unboxed the power bank, and in this one I'm going to be talking a little bit more about it, a bit more in depth, if you know what I mean. A couple of the specs, what I like about it, what I don't, and my general thoughts and feelings about it, and whether you guys should actually buy it or not. First off guys, I just want to say that this is a whopping 16,000 mAh battery. It's also made by the company Anker, so expect to get a lot of charges out of this. Now a first look of the product itself, you'll realise that you'll see 4 indents. You won't know what they are. Well, basically they're 4 LED indicators for just basically to show you how much juice is actually in the product itself. Because there's 4 of them, they're going to go in quarters, so 25%, 50% charged, 75 and 100. And there's a button on the left which is grayed out so you can distinguish it. If you press that once, that should illuminate all 4 of those, and should basically tell you, basically how much battery or charge is in the device. Once all the lights are out, it does mean that you'll have to charge it up again. On the back, I'm just going to have a real quick read. So on the back, you've got the 2nd gen Astro E5, tells you the product name, the number, A1208 for anyone that really wants to know. The capacity is 16,000 mAh. Its input is 5 volts 2 amp and output 5 volts 3 amps. So yeah, it's really good at delivering or charging a device. In English, in normal words, it can charge a device quick. On the front, we've got 2 USB inputs. This is where you're going to get your charge from, what you're going to charge, and there's the 2 IQ ports actually. So normal power banks have a rated 1 amp or 2 amp. That's basically how much current they can actually supply to the device. An IQ is different because it can tell how much the product needs. Basically, you can plug in your iPad in both, where in a normal one you couldn't really do that. In the middle, top middle, you've got a micro USB input. That's going to be used to actually charge the power bank itself, and right underneath that you've got a little LED, so if you press and hold the button on your left, it should illuminate and you'll get a nice little LED pop up and brighten up the USB ports next to it. And yeah, I've used it a couple of times just to help me plug things in. Never actually needed the light, but yeah, it's just a bonus feature that Anker have actually included, which is very nice of them. Some power banks have their unique selling point. This isn't actually the LED indicator, but it's just something that they offer. Not entirely needed, but you know, it's there for anyone that actually wants it or needs to use it. And overall, the power bank is very glossy. It's got like a very shiny glossy finish where the USBs are, and the whole body is very, very glossy, and it has a really glossy finish. So if you like to keep your tech clean and you're a matte kind of guy, you like matte finishes so they don't leave fingerprints, this guys is a huge fingerprint magnet. You'll get your fingerprints over this. I did it in like what, 2 seconds. So if you're a clean freak, I highly don't recommend this, because it's just going to get so messy and it's going to be so hard to actually clean the power bank and make it really look as good as it was on the first day. And overall, I think this power bank is amazing. It's huge. It charges my iPad 3. I know it's old, but my iPad 3 once fully, and my iPhone 5, rest in peace, it charged that about 7 or 8 times. So yeah, I really like this power bank. I think it's great. One disadvantage though is I don't think the camera actually does justice to the power bank itself. It looks really thin and really glossy and really small on the cameras, but it's actually quite big. It's actually the size of your hand, or my hand even, but it is really big. You can't tell from the camera, but it's kind of big. So whenever I want to take it out to college, or if I'm going out or somewhere and I want to take something quick, you know, that's just going to charge my phone a couple of times, maybe even once, it's not really good for that. It is good for, you know, something in a laptop bag somewhere where you're going to keep it, you know, you're going to use it, where it's not going to be seen. But if it's something that you want to carry around with you in your pocket, which this doesn't actually fit in, I highly don't recommend it if you're going to use it for that. But if it is something in a stored away, you know, laptop bag that you're not going to see and it's just going to solely be used to charge it, then yeah, this is going to be perfect. But if you want to carry it around a lot, it's going to be quite difficult because it is quite large. It's around the same size as the iPad Air 2 side, and it's roughly that size. It is quite bulky, I personally think. So I think the new ones, however, have improved upon this, which I really like Anker for. I think that was a great call on their behalf, and they've made newer models that are matte finished, so that means no more fingerprint magnets on there, and the actual capacity has increased, which is crazy. Some of them actually stayed the same, but just got a lot smaller. So yeah, that's a big plus. So overall, I highly recommend this Anker power bank. It's great, it does the job, except for the size that kind of does let it down. And that's pretty much it for today's video. So if you liked it, give it a big thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. And if you've not already, make sure you subscribe to this channel, guys, because there's a lot of great content coming up, and I really don't want you guys to miss it. So the picture for today's video is going to come on anytime now, and if you know what it is, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll let you know if you're right or wrong. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, it really does mean a lot, and I will see you in the next one. TML out.